everybody, how's it going? This is NFC South episode 3. Talk about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh, man.
7-9, they were third in the division. Oh, they had a free agency. They signed a quarterback.
Yeah,
I don't remember who.
He's a pretty small name.
Jameis Winston.
They locked up Tom Brady. I think was a 2-year deal.
Yep, 2
so
years.
$50 million.
They're going all in on Brady for the next couple of years, and
so they had six
see what
stars.
they can do.
Bashard Perriman left. I think he went to the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
Then Carl Nassib, he went to the Raiders. DeMar Dotson, he's still a free agent, so they haven't brought him back. They resigned Sue. There was an attempt by the Ravens to get Sue, but that kind of fell apart. And then the big one's Winston, sitting out there.
No.
Yeah.
Which they got no intent of bringing him back.
Yeah, they're not going to bring Winston back. He's going to want too much. He's going to want to be a starter somewhere.
The problem with him, he wants starter money, but where's he going to go?
He got his eyes fixed. I mean, come on.
I agree, though. Where's he going to go?
There's not many options left.
Yeah.
You got Miami. You got
Cincinnati.
But neither one of those teams, I think they're going to be drafting
Right, they're going to build a
the
lot
Chargers.
younger.
One that I see as a possibility is I see the Pittsburgh Steelers sitting behind Ben. Or if Ben doesn't come back fully.
I could see that. That is a possibility, but I don't know.
I don't know.
It'd have to be like a 1 year, kind of 2 year deal. Then they signed Pierre Paul back for 2 year, $27. And then they tagged Barrett. Which
Shaquille Barrett, yeah.
That's not.
Franchise tag.
That's probably the smartest thing to do because you don't know how he's going to perform. Again, you might have one of those one-hit wonders, and then you're giving him, $40 million for the next 5 years.
Big thing about it though is this Tom Brady thing. I mean, what? I know on this show this past season I kept saying he's,
going downhill a little bit,
and he still is, but.
He's got the weapons.
He's got a lot of people around him.
Yeah,
now.
Mike Evans.
Goodwin. He's got Howard.
And
I mean,
they do need a running back. I mean, who they got there?
PJ Barber, is it?
Yeah,
is it some kind of?
I don't even know who they're running, but I mean
I think that's going to be an issue.
So their team needs
Peyton Barber.
Yeah.
He's a free agent though.
I think he signed it back.
Sims, isn't that the other
Sims. That's the other one. Chris. CJ Sims.
Chris, I don't know.
Charles
Sims. I don't know.
Their offensive line is serviceable, but not
it's
top
not great.
10. Right? It's not top 10, top 15. It's serviceable, but their weapons are definitely elite.
And then there's one thing to cut now. There's a lot of rumors going around that Antonio Brown might sign there.
He's not going there.
Arians came out and said there ain't no way.
Yeah, I've heard the same. I've heard the coach came out and shut that down.
Arians worked with him in Pittsburgh, I think, when he worked over there, and I just don't think he wants to deal with him. I listened to the interview, and he was flat out, no, not interested.
I do think that could have been something special, but
he's just too much of a headache. I honestly don't think anybody's going to sign him. I just don't see it.
He's got so much talent. Oh man, I hate to see him act like he's been acting because from a talent perspective, he was top 5, even top 3 in the league during his prime in Pittsburgh.
Did you see
and I think he still has it.
Did you see where he came out? Him and Julio were fighting back and forth.
Yeah.
A little bit. Yeah.
He still beat Julio and all.
That's the kind of shit that he needs to stop doing.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't help his cause for coming back or him signing him.
He needs to
he looks petty all the time. And
it could have been something special, but it is what it is. I mean, they don't have a bad. I mean, Evans a good one.
They do need like a third receiver or something for him. Which I mean, the draft class is deep at receiver, so I mean, if they can pick up like some offensive linemen,
right? That's kind of what I was.
Or maybe a running back.
Even if they get, I think. I can't remember what his name is. It's a kid out of I think it's Wisconsin, a running back.
Oh yeah, built through the draft a little bit. I mean, there's definitely talent in this year's draft.
I mean, it's all going to fall on Brady. I mean, if he's good enough to do it, I could see him maybe this year. I know I signed him to 2 years, but I think this may be their
prime. This is
prime
the year, let's
because
go.
I think if they don't do it this year,
Well,
one more year after this.
Here's the thing. This is Buccaneers talk. They were 7-9.
Yeah.
Winston had 30 some touchdowns and 30 interceptions.
No.
If he would have cut 15 to 20 of those interceptions off, some of those games were real tight scores.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
If you
from a talent perspective, they would have been 11-5. They would have been 11-5, maybe 12-4.
and that's
with Brady, you're not going to have the 30 interceptions.
No.
You're going to have the 30 touchdowns with
maybe
12 to 14 interceptions.
No, I will say Winston. I mean, a lot of those too. I mean, he just winged the ball. I think he can. I think he's got a better deep ball probably than Brady does now at this stage of his career.
Right. No, I would agree with that.
I think,
and a lot of those were risky throws, and you're putting up stats like that.
There was something too where it said, what did he end up having? He was second in touchdowns, right? And he had 30 interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
They said supposedly there was 21 other balls that were dropped by defenders that could have been interceptions.
That's insane.
Could you imagine that, throwing 40 to 50 interceptions?
Yeah, throwing 51 interceptions. That'd be insane.
But I will say that this is the kind of team that New England should have been, building around Brady.
Right.
I mean, Gronk left. His receivers were. I mean, Edelman was. What was Edelman saying? He wanted to come to Tampa.
Yeah. That'd be a real great wide receiver 3 for him.
I was actually gonna say, it wouldn't surprise me if something like that were to happen. They try bringing Edelman in the slot. That would be
right. Somebody that Brady knows, and he knows his route tree and skill set.
Now would Bill give him up? I don't know.
And I think you're gonna see people want to come to Tampa now. Maybe
Yeah, I mean you might. For sure.
I mean, you could also see they could go out and spend the money. They could go get one of these top receivers.
Mm-hmm.
Jared Jeudy,
Right.
Jefferson, C.D. Lamb. I mean, you could add one of those guys in here with Evans Goodwin. That could be.
And their defense isn't that bad, right? I mean, either. So
no,
they've got a decent defense.
Yeah. And they got Howard, tight end.
But
I mean, it was probably a smart move for them, and that Bruce Arians kind of likes those veteran, older quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we'll see. I mean, like I said, I think Brady's on the decline, but they've got a lot of talent around him. So
yeah, I agree with you.
I think it's what any quarterback needs.
But
you go to New Orleans, they've got Michael Thomas, Kamara.
Right, they have everything set.
An aging veteran that's got something around him.
Brady's definitely went to a tougher division.
Yeah,
than he's been used to playing.
I do
career.
agree with that.
He's going to see Teddy, Breeze, and Matt Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely that's real. This division is real.
Yeah.
But I mean, with that being said, that's pretty much the lowdown of it. What are you guys guessing for their record next year?
I think they'll be probably up there fighting for first.
I'll say I'd say at least probably 10-6.
I'm gonna go with Jordan on that. I'm gonna say 10-6.
Yeah,
I guess the Saints at 11-5. I'm gonna put them right underneath them at 10-6. I'm thinking they're gonna be the 2.
I just don't know how much because Brady's played in the same system his whole career. You know what I mean? Now this is all different.
Different head coach,
different wordage, and
right.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Another thing to kind of think of, he kind of had a run game in New England.
He did.
That 3-headed back.
It wasn't perfect, but they did. They had a complimentary.
He didn't have that now.
No.
So it's gonna be more on his arm.
Mm-hmm.
Which could we see him put 5,000 yards up?
I'm thinking 4,000. I don't know about 5.
He's got good receivers, so
I'd say he at least probably hits. I'd say 28 touchdowns at minimum, probably.
Right, 28 touchdowns, 4,200 yards. I'm not gonna say 5.
I'd say maybe around 10 or so.
It's so hard to gauge quarterbacks when they hit this age.
Right.
When they're 40 plus. Because I saw it with Favre. You know what I mean? We had his best year, and then the next year it was not good at all.
Favre was
you just kind of go. And Manning did the same thing.
Favre was your gunslinger.
Oh yeah.
The better version of Jameis Winston.
Anyways,
I eat crab legs.
I think that's gonna be it for episode 3.
That's it.
I'm calling it 10-6, and you guys are about the same.
I'd say about that.
So
one more video to go on the NFC
Peace
side.
Check out, like, and subscribe.
Stay tuned.